team that I feel made the biggest moves, maybe even the best moves, that would be the Indiana Fever. I think the Indiana Fever went from just being in the playoffs last season to potentially winning a championship.
Hold up, are we in the Twilight Zone? Or did something glitch in my brain? Cheryl Swoops, once the loudest Caitlin Clark critic on the planet, just did a complete 180 and is now boldly predicting the Indiana Fever will win the 2025 WNBA championship. Honestly, I can't even blame her. Sportsbooks are echoing the same sentiment. After making major waves during free agency, the Fever's title odds have surged. Right now, they're sitting just behind the reigning champs, the New York Liberty, and the ever-dominant Las Vegas Aces. Done, of course, we're still in the speculation zone. The season hasn't tipped off yet, and as always, injuries, suspensions, and a million unpredictable factors could shake things up. But if we're going to seriously talk about the Fever winning it all, forget the theories, let's break down the actual basketball. It's time for a deep dive into the X's and O's, how each new addition can mesh with CC, Kelsey, AB, and the rest of the squad. So, let's get into it. Here's how the Indiana Fever can bring home the 2025 WNBA championship.
I am ready to proclaim the Indiana Fever as your WNBA champs. I am ready to proclaim the Indiana Fever as your WNBA champs.
Offensively, philosophy-wise, in general, how do you like to play?
Yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost, pace. One of the great things about Indiana is they love to play fast, right? So, what you want to play, I want to play with great pace. It's too hard in our league, and defenses are too good to allow them to get set, to allow them to be able to predetermine what you're going to do. So I also want our players to use their instincts and to play free. We want to make plays, not run plays, right? We want to have sets that give us certain spacing that we want, depending upon our rotations, who's on the floor, who we want to attack, what matchups we want to get to. How can we manipulate them? And so really giving them the freedom to play within a system.
That was the Indiana Fever's new head coach, Stephanie White, outlining her vision for the team's offense. As you just heard, she's leaning into a free-flowing, read-and-react system with a strong emphasis on maintaining pace throughout all 48 minutes. And listen, I'm not gonna lie. The second she said that, a big OL grin stretched across my face. Because you know who else played like that? Yep, the 2015 Golden State Warriors. That team revolutionized the league with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson bombing threes, pushing the tempo, and basically breaking basketball as we knew it. Their offense was fast, fluid, and borderline unstoppable, and it led them straight to a championship. Now, if the Warriors had the Splash Brothers, the Fever might just have the Splash Sisters in Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, arguably the best backcourt in the W right now. Both averaged 20 points per game last season, and with Coach White putting the keys in their hands, that production is only going up. They're not just elite scorers, they can dish dimes, stretch defenses, and light it up from anywhere on the floor. And here's where it gets really interesting. Remember how, after the Warriors fell short in the 2016 finals, they stunned the basketball world by adding Kevin Durant? That move created one of the most dominant dynasties of the modern era. Well, the Fever just pulled a similar move. After falling short in the playoffs, they went out and signed two-time champion and multiple-time All-Star DeWanna Bonner, a proven veteran with a championship pedigree and the offensive arsenal to match. And here's the wild part, the parallels are uncanny. DeWanna Bonner could very well be the Kevin Durant of the WNBA, the final piece that turns a promising squad into a full-blown dynasty. Her ability to stretch the floor, create mismatches, and lead in crunch time might be exactly what the Fever need to level up from playoff hopefuls to legitimate title favorites. So when you put it all together, Coach White's system, the Splash Sisters in full effect, and the addition of a bona fide superstar in Bonner, it's not just hype. This team might really be on the verge of something historic.
Spots early on. Just talked about making that right read off the ball, catch and shoot way deep to
DeWanna Bonner is a true three-level scorer, much like Kevin Durant. There's no doubt she'll thrive in the Fever's free-flowing offensive system, because with her size, length, and versatility, she can hurt defenses in every possible way. Her long limbs and massive frame make her a mismatch nightmare, especially in the post. On the low block, Bonner can simply rise up and knock down fadeaways right over defenders. And it's not just the post. DB has built a reputation as a mid-range killer, consistently hitting at an efficient clip. Just look at this play. She rejects the ball screen, drives left, then smoothly steps back to create space before drilling the jumper. When defenders try to close the gap, Bonner uses her length, footwork, and finesse to finish with crafty buckets around the rim, but what makes DB even more dangerous is how effective she is off the ball. Take this sequence. The Lynx expected her to curl off a pin-down screen, but with a quick head fake, she slipped backdoor for an easy layup, and let's not
think your fit is here with the Fever?
I just outwork people. I'm the ultimate competitor. I'm a fierce competitor. I'm a little bit sassy sometimes, which people don't like, but I love. My teammates always love. And to be honest, I spread the court. Like I can shoot the ball. Where I like to move and I like to dribble and kick. You know what I mean? I like to run. I kind of get the name Forrest Gump sometimes, and I'm like, hey, if you guys want to call me, that's fine. I'll beat you down the court every time.